Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dry Down, where we aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through different facets, nuances, and aromas from scent cigars to wines. I am your host, Chris. Welcome to the experience. Today we're going to dive into a capsule selection, which I've chosen and titled to call Sensuous Summer Ouds. These are fragrances that I find intensely woody, intensely citrus-based, and can carry throughout the summertime warm weather, especially in summer evenings. If this sounds like the type of content you think you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and let's enhance. Ladies and gentlemen, first up we're going to get into a fragrance that I've loved for years. It's a very charming fragrance. This fragrance is done by Byredo. It is an intensely woody, intensely oudy, incense-based fragrance with high citric tonality done by a limoncello accord, which is one I haven't seen much in fragrances, but this is a very nicely done fragrance. It is aromatic from a perspective that they put in a papyrus accord that is slightly, I won't even say slightly, it is a heavy earthy accord that is bitter and astringent and a bit earthy. They also use in the base a nice patchouli note, and it brings in a great quality of freshness from that limoncello and mossy earthiness. This is a very nice fragrance for summer evenings that I've had in my collection for years now, and I really enjoy this in a midsummer evening going in at about 69-ish to 80 degrees. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. It pulls plenty of compliments, has plenty of flair, has plenty of pizzazz. It's a fragrance that is attractive and alluring at the same time. And like I said, intensely woody, oudy, and citrus with a limoncello that is very nicely done. You don't see that accord often in fragrances. And that's first on the list. That is Oud Immortal by the House of Byredo. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, next up on the list, one that you do not see often from enthusiasts to wear out in the summertime, but for me in Michigan, where temperatures range anywhere in the summertime from 65 degrees to 105 degrees. That's just Michigan for you. But this fragrance is a rose oud based fragrance that is very aromatic and very citric. And there's a musk accord that is a white musk that is enveloping of this entire fragrance that takes it over and keeps it clean, keeps it classy, keeps it sophisticated, and keeps it wearable for the summer evenings and summer days, especially if you're in a climate controlled environment. This is a very one of my top, when you talk about the characteristics of a rose oud fragrance, what we mostly get is that earthy, dusk, almost sweet and jamminess from rose and oud combinations. This one here is just intensely aromatic, intensely musky, with slight hits of warm spice from cardamom. Very beautiful fragrance to wear throughout the summertime, especially summer evenings. And like I said, this one as well, attractive, alluring, sophisticated. You cannot go wrong with Musk Oud by Kilian. Very nice fragrance. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, what we have on the list here is a fragrance by master blender Stephane Humbert Lucas. This is from his 777 collection, and this is Generation 22 on. This is a masculine targeted fragrance, but it is not masculine leaning. It is a unisex fragrance like most of these on the list today. This one is heavily influenced by a rose accord, fruit accords, and a oud that he loves to use, which is that Burmese oud. It's very ethereal, very airy, very light, combined with a nice woody and aromatic touch and slight hints of floral throughout this fragrance. It is a very nicely done scent that I come to. I like this one as a 4-season scent, and I really have started to love this as a seasonal scent for summer. It is one that I've got very accustomed to wearing in office because of the attractiveness and alluring of this particular fragrance. It is one I find, not only for myself to find comfortability in wearing it, but when you get so many compliments from a fragrance, you tend to want to wear that fragrance very often because you know that when you come into an environment that you want to appeal, these are fragrances that you gravitate toward. And this is one in particular from Stephane Humbert Lucas that is very nicely done. Oudy, fruity. It's nice and green. Very sexy fragrance. It's to say that he used a melange of fruits is, to me, it's a citrus accord built in that Burmese oud with a rose accord that I can't quite put my thumb on where he found the rose accord from, because it's not one that I find often. I would say it leans that rose geranium touch to it. Very nicely done. Beautiful fragrance done by Stephane Lucas. Generation 2022. Can't go wrong with it in summertime. Next up, what we have here is a summertime staple for so many in this fragrance community that it doesn't even make sense. This is a white floral neroli petite grain based fragrance that is enveloped by palisander, rosewood, and oud that is just sexy as hell. A lot of people don't get the allure of this particular fragrance, and when it first opens with a lot of fresh spicy touches to it and those very stark, astringent, almost acidic accords of citrus that Zerjoff uses, it can be slightly off-putting because of that and the spiciness from the palisander. But once this gets on your skin and the sweetness comes up, that third and fourth hour where it's still blasting 3 to 4 feet off your skin and leaving silage, you cannot go wrong with this particular fragrance. It's sexy, it's clean, it's woody, it's musky, it's green, it's vibrant. Very nicely done. This is Zerjoff Kobe by the house of, like I said, Zerjoff. I meant to say this is in the Shooting Stars collection of Zerjoff. Very nicely done fragrance as well. A part of this oud collection for sensual summer nights. I love this fragrance here. It's one I've had in my collection. As you can see, my bottle is one of the old style bottles. It is a fragrance I come to enjoy. Soon as it hits 80 degrees, I'm spraying on either Neo or Kobe throughout the summertime. And it could be my signature scent for the summertime season. And that is another great hit for summertime ouds off of this capsule selection. Next up, what we have here, a king of ouds, Royal Oud. This is a fragrance done by the House of Creed that is, just as the others, intensely woody, seductive, sophisticated, masculine. If you wear this fragrance, I've heard so many compliments from this fragrance. It is not one, even with the title being Royal Oud, you've already heard it in subjects before. This is not a atypical oud-based fragrances. This is one built off of the heart notes of cedar, angelica, and galbanum. It's green, it's sweet, it's warm, it's cedary, it's intensely woody with a vibrant opening of Sicilian bergamot, Sicilian lemon, and pink pepper accords. This fragrance is one, if you put on a blazer in the summertime, linen, a light breathable Solara, this is the fragrance that you need to grab and go out in, because this one here is a rock star when it comes to evening wear. This is no slouch at all when it comes to sillage. The performance on this is 6-7 hours plus at about 2 to 3 feet, and it is sexy as hell. Seducer of sorts, just as its lineup partner Creed Aventus. This is a very sexy scent for men to wear when you're going out and you're going out to any restaurant, any club. You put this on in the summertime with a blazer, nice V-neck shirt. Just wear this summertime, man. Get them. Based on sandalwood, white musk, and oud. Creed's Royal Oud. Man, what more can I say? And last up on this list of sensuous summer ouds is one that I could not leave off, because this company is known for its citrus accords. And when you have a company that is known for its particular accords and notes, and it has an oud-based fragrance, how could you leave it off? This is the Acqua de Parma Oud Colonia Concentrate. And this fragrance is such an olfactive experience, a love affair of citrus accords, intense woody notes that when I first smelled this in Neiman Marcus, I walked away almost beguiled by how beautiful it was. And at a time where I was not really into Acqua di Parma fragrances, it's the one that pulled me into their department. It's the one that said, you know what, Acqua di Parma is putting out quality fragrances, and this is the pinnacle. To me, Acqua di Parma's Oud Colonia is a sexy, woody, aromatic, fresh, spicy classic of a scent. It is one that you don't smell this particular accord. It's a fragrance that is so unfamiliar but so beautiful you can't help but to want to wear it. It's super oudy, slightly leathery, aromatic, highly citrus, and of course, as I said, the intense wood. And it's also got a powdery tinge to it. Musky. A very, very nice fragrance that when I wear it, it fills me with self-confidence, self-assuredness, and I know that when I'm going out, I am going to smell unique and also the best in the room. That is Acqua di Parma's Oud Colonia Intense. Very, very nice fragrance, just as the rest in this capsule collection. If you have an opportunity, or if you have any of these fragrances, and they're in yours anywhere near in your mindset, one that you should not grab in the summertime because it has oud. Just think of oud as we all should start to, as an intense, woody, and fragrant accord, just as we would cedar. And especially if they're not petrol or they're not medicinal in any sort. Like, these are very laid back, very alluring, woody accords for me that I find very sexy in the summertime. And that's why they made a list for sensuous summer oud fragrances. Alright everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this list. This was just a quick list for me to put together to show you that there are sensuous and seductive summer oud fragrances that can be worn not only in this cooler weathers, but dead heat of summer when you have a nice surrounding of a sea breeze on a vacation or a restaurant setting, or even just out on a deck and or a rooftop party. These are very alluring fragrances that are intensely woody, intensely citric, and they have a nice gravitas. So if you feel like you can't wear a particular scent in any season, give these a try. These are sure to go over with many, and they are hits in my collection. And as I always state, if you find anything educational, entertaining about this particular video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, let a friend know, and just leave comments, questions below. I love getting back with you guys, letting you guys know how my journey is going. You let me know how your journey is going, and we're going to keep this train rolling. As always, you guys stay blessed and have a wonderful weekend. And to all my fathers, have a happy Father's Day. You guys, I know the kids gonna treat y'all right this weekend. Y'all get it, man. Happy Father's Day, guys. Peace.